Welcome, you guys reach Imperial Sports. In today's video, we'll talk about what should the Golden State Warriors do this off season for the 2023 and 2024 upcoming NBA season. With Bob Myers stepping down, they will be looking for new management. And which direction should they go in? I think Klay Thompson and Draymond Green got a player option, so I think they're going to sign back that 1 year player option that they have, because I don't know if their value is as high if they decide not to do that. And you see the two people I have up here that I will get into, but right now what I'm looking at is I think the Warriors should run it back one last year to see what it because they made it to the playoffs. Steph was injured for a while there, and you've seen the weakness in the playoffs. What happened when they went against the Lakers? Now, the last year's season started off with the video Jordan Poole taking a shot from hell. That relationship is beyond repair. We're in the age of social media. Will be constantly be heckled. He's not going to get over that situation. He was demasculated in front of the world pretty much. No matter how much Draymond apologized or whatever, that killed the season. Now he's not going to get past that. So I think it would be best to trade him. So his contract extension that he signed kicks in this year, coming up. And his first year it'd be 27, roughly 28,000. And when I thought of who would take that contract, who would trade for him, and I thought of DeRozan with the Chicago Bulls. So he's in the last year of his contract where he's going to make about $28 million. And the Bulls got a young talent in Poole that he got upside. If he gets in a new environment, new situation, he got upside that they can say, hey, well, at least we got a player for the next couple of years. DeRozan's 33, he's aging. Get rid of his contract. So I think it's a win-win for both parties. Meanwhile, you bring DeRozan over to the Warriors, you get him from 1 year. If it doesn't work out, he's a free agent next year, along with Klay and Draymond. So then, only big contract you'll have left is between Wiggins and Steph. Now, somebody may say, well, DeRozan's a starter. DeRozan averaged about 24 and 5 and 4 last year. So, obviously going to be a starter. I think it's time for Klay to let his pride down and come off the bench. I think Klay should come off the bench, be the sixth man. Klay is not the same player, but he's still effective, so don't get that twisted. Klay is still effective, but he's just not the same player. He's always been kind of like a north and south guy, but east and west, he's even more stiffer now. His lateral movement ain't there. It was a time, before the two serious injuries Klay had, where Klay could stick your best defender and still give you 40 on the opposite end. But them days is gone. So I think Klay is best fit for me, in my opinion, to be six man. If he could let his pride down and say, I'm just trying to be on the team, do what's best for the team, he's still getting his money, be the six man. Let DeRozan start along with Steph, Wiggins, and of course, any injuries come, Klay go right in the starting role. Draymond. However, now this brings me to Drummond. Now, since Drummond left the Detroit Pistons, he's been pretty much a journeyman at this point. Several different teams over the last few years, and it's almost like he's not the same player that he once was when he was in Detroit. However, I still think he got something left in the tank. If he just, I'm pretty sure he's not looking for shots, but just for him to just get out there, listen, man, we just need you to average 10 rebounds, 8 points. He never been really a good much of a blocker and anything stuff like that, but just be a force. Because one thing I noticed is Kevon Looney, they don't really go get big men because they like, okay, our offense is predicated off of shooting, and we use Kevon Looney when we can. Nah, but see, teams that do have some size will punish you, just like the Lakers did, just like Denver would have did if they would have made it to the next round past the Lakers or whatever. So you have to beef up um, your inside presence to now that if you got Looney as a backup, he don't got to absorb most of his energy. Come and do with the things he do as a backup to Drummond, and they could play off each other. Meanwhile, when it's the game is on the line, you will go through moments where it's just Draymond, Clay, um, Wiggins, DeRozan, and Steph when the game is on the line. And that's when you go small, however that gonna play out at those moments. But other than that, I believe that's a good fit with the Lakers. Then of course the young guys like Moody, Kuminga. I forgot the other guy that the shooter, whatever his name was. I can't think of him right now. But they just got to get better so they can fill their role as role players. But I think for the Warriors, Drummond and DeRozan, trade Poole for DeRozan. It's a win-win for the Bulls and Golden State, in my opinion. Pick up Drummond. Drummond's a free agent. Pick him up to beef up your inside, and then go from there. Now somebody might say, well, Drummond doesn't shoot threes. I mean, not Drummond. DeRozan doesn't shoot threes. How does he fit with Golden State? Because he can still score. He don't have to shoot threes. His game is predicated for mid-range. Let him do his mid-range and get his buckets. You know, at least he's dependable. That at least you can say he's dependable. It's moments where we seen Poole out there where he could go and get a spark and get busy out there, and then it's moments you just see Poole got like 4 points, 9 points. So he seesaw. I think he has some upside. We don't know what he's still gonna become. Let him go over to Chicago, see if he can reach his potential. Meanwhile, DeRozan, he's 33. He's coming down in the last part of his career at this point. At this moment, I know he's trying to win some before he leave out. I think he'll be a perfect fit with Golden State, and it's a lot of other teams who DeRozan could fit as well, but not every team has a player to trade for that the Bulls could still benefit from. Because the Bulls don't, I mean, they have Lonzo Ball, but you don't know what's going on with that injury. It seems more serious than whatever his career might be done. And their guard, what's their guard over there? I'm looking light-skinned guy. I can't think of what his name is right now. So, you know who I'm talking about, who's actually their star over there. So, go from there. Tell me what you think. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Tell me what you think of my scenario. But, you know, DeRozan's final year, his contract, $28 million. Poole's first year, his contract extension kicks in this year. The numbers match. I think both teams could benefit with the breakdown I gave. Pick up Drummond in the off season and go from there. Till next time.